So you're looking to move to the Lansing, Michigan area, and you've heard a lot about the snow, and you're wondering, what do the roads look like? Well, guess what? You're in luck, because I am going to take you on a driving tour of what it looks like when a snowstorm comes to Lansing. So in this video, I'm going to kind of take you through what a neighborhood looks like, what some of the slower roads look like, what some of the higher speed roads look like, so that you can have an idea of what Lansing, Michigan looks like. And be sure to stay tuned until the very end, because you're going to see what the highways look like as well. So as I'm doing this, I'm going to be giving you some great tips throughout. So we're going to start this very daring, exciting adventure episode of Lansing, Michigan Life right now. Hey everybody, Troy Seifert here with the Capital Area Real Estate Specialist in the greater Lansing, Michigan area. And we get phone calls all the time from people who are just like you, looking to move to the greater Lansing area. People who are looking to relocate here, people who might be moving in state. And if that's you and you're looking to move here in 9 days, 90 days, or even 9 months from now, feel free to reach out to me at my contact information, which is in the description below. You can call me, you can text me, email me, or schedule a Zoom call with me. I would love to be able to speak with you just about what you're looking for in the greater Lansing area. And if you haven't already done so, please like, subscribe, or ring the bell for any notifications so that you could be notified whenever a new episode of Lansing, Michigan Life comes live on the web, which is around once or twice a week. So hopefully you will take advantage of that. Okay, you guys, so I am risking my life today going out here and doing this. But I want to kind of give you a little bit of background here. First of all, I want to let you all know that Michigan is a hands-free driving state, and I am taking every precaution with that. So this is on a stabilizer. When I'm doing this, I'm not like holding it right in front of me whenever I'm doing it. Because we are a hands-free state, I want to make that very clear. Safety first. Second of all, when I am talking, I'm using my microphone as commentary to still keep it safe so that I'm focusing on what I'm doing. And so I'm going to be driving through, several neighborhoods here, or not several, just one neighborhood here. I'm going to be in the DeWitt area. But the thing I want you guys to realize is that with the way DeWitt is the way that a lot of the other suburbs are going to be. And Lansing City might even be a little bit worse just because they have a lot more roads they have to plow within that area, and not so many people who are out there plowing. So I just want you to be aware of that this is a suburb. This isn't just the Lansing City area. Some background on today, we received about a couple inches of snow, and it actually still is kind of snowing a little bit. So we received like a dusting the night before, and then we received some more this morning. So what you're gonna see is what it looks like in Lansing when it has snowed just for like a couple inches, okay? Obviously, if it's going to be 6 inches to a foot, it's going to be probably massively different. It's gonna take a lot longer. The one thing I'll tell you before I start heading out in my neighborhood is that if you do get 6 inches to a foot, one thing that I will tell you as a tip is with a driveway, you're going to want to take it in stages and cycles, because if you try to shovel everything at once, if we get like over a foot, it's not good for your blood pressure, not good for your health, and you're going to be exhausted. Even with a snowblower as well. I know some of you might use a snowblower too. A lot of people come out whenever it's maybe snowed every 3 or 4 inches just because their snowblower can't handle that. So, just wanted you to be aware there. And then also wanted to let you know, today with it being an inch or two for schools, a majority of the schools were open. Now, when I'm shooting this is right before, this is the day before Christmas break starts. So schools could have been like, hey, we want to be able to have our Christmas parties. I don't know. The only schools that shut down were ones in Shiawassee County, which is where Owasso is, where Corunna is, where Perry is. Those schools closed, but every other school stayed open. So just want to give you guys a little perspective before I take this daring trip. And so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get this camera all set up so that everything's safe. And I will see you on the other side here. Okay, everybody, let's get this party started here. So I am driving, and you can see I am I'm in my neighborhood here in DeWitt. And again, this is the morning after. You're gonna see my windshield kind of going because it is kind of snowing a little bit. But as you can see, the roads in neighborhoods typically are pretty much plowed last, unless you have a really good HOA that has maybe a volunteer that works for the plowing company and can get you out right away. But I mean, I'm driving extremely slow. I'm driving my minivan, just to let you know. So I'm driving a minivan. I'm not driving a four-wheel drive car. I do not have snow tires on my car. So, I mean, this is kind of, you have your basic tires here, and this is just kind of like how a majority of people drive. I know that some of you who are from the southern states don't know how to probably drive. Like, you're probably fearful of trying to be able to drive here. And I mean, the one thing I will tell you as a tip is that driving slow, like, you can still get a lot done. You don't have to drive like a maniac. I will tell you that whenever it's the first snowstorm here, and maybe you can see some people shoveling here. Some people are getting their shoveling done on the sidewalks. Good for them. I have to do some of that later. But the one thing I will tell you, just in regards to that first snow is people forget how to drive. They have to like get used to it. But I have found, like, as long as you stay at a reasonable speed, you're fine. Okay, so I am getting on a road that's about 30 to 40 miles an hour here to exit my neighborhood. As you can kind of see, it's, and this is the morning after, this is going to be close to what your morning commute, even if you're taking kids to school or if you're doing a morning commute, okay? This is what you will see here. I mean, it's been salted. Like, you can see some salt on the roads. They've attempted to do that, but the plows have other priorities than this road here. So now I'm going to get on Airport Road, which the speed limit for this road is 50 miles an hour. There's several roads, that are 50 miles an hour. One thing I'll tell you, as you'll notice, you'll see some cars driving by. I mean, look at it here. Like, there's cars still driving. People still go on with their lives, even when it's an inch or two. So people still go to work. Okay, so I'm going on a 50-mile-an-hour road. Now, I had to take my kids to school earlier. The road was maybe a little worse than this, so it looks like they might have taken a plow through here again, because this road looks a decent amount better, and that's around 9 o'clock in the morning. So this is going to be something that you're going to, maybe when you're getting ready to go to work or drop the kids off at school. I've had a number of parents say they can't believe we had school today just because of how icy and rough the roads were. But, right now I am going about 15 miles an hour under the speed limit. I'm not going crazy fast. Some cars that have four-wheel drive are obviously going the speed limit, and you might be able to, but again, it's just going to take a little bit longer to get to places if you are looking to drive in the snow. Another thing I will tell you is that with salt, you're going to want to use, and I'm using it now, your windshield washer fluid. And with the windshield washer fluid, you're going to want to be sure that it is filled by the time you use it, because you're going to be using it off and on, especially when you get on the highways and you're going at higher speeds. So just a little tip for you as you're driving. So as you can see, I mean, the road here, honestly, I'm not feeling like I'm sliding around. When nighttime comes and, like, let's say it's this wet, then you can get black ice and it can be kind of icy. But they've salted the roads. Now you can see, like, with where my neighborhood is, we're pretty close to the highway. So you're gonna see like what a 50-mile-an-hour road looks like. And then right here, I'm gonna kind of show you here, what does the highway look like? Now again, part of this depends on the township that you're in, because the taxing authorities are the ones that send out the plows. But again, I'm going around a curve. I'm not going, doing anything crazy, trying to get on. I'm going a little bit slower here. You can see the ramp, you're like, oh man, like, is this what the highway looks like? Typically with ramps going onto the highway, this is what it will look like. But as you see me merging onto traffic, you'll see that the speed will increase here. People are using caution. These are 70-mile-an-hour roads, okay? But, so I'm going here, I am merging. As I get onto the merge, look at that. Look at the highways. And I mean, they are nice, and that you can tell that they've been nicely salted. I don't feel any sliding going. I mean, I'm going 60 miles an hour right now on a highway. So you can see they're keeping things plowed very well on the highways. And if you're looking to move here, this is where it's convenient for you to be able to be very close to highway access, because your commute would probably be decent. You could at least go a reasonable speed and get there in a timely manner, because if you're going to be out in the country on some of these country roads, where you saw me in the first 5 minutes, that's how slow you are going to be driving. And look, like, there's a minivan just like going right past me. I'm going 60 miles an hour, and they're not I guess hydroplaning, it might not be, but they're not, they're not going back and forth. You guys know what I mean. They're not sliding around. So, I mean, I'm going past this truck, and there's no sliding, going around here as well. And again, I have to use my windshield wiper fluid because of the salt. Oh, there's a plow truck. There's a plow truck right there. So, as you can see, I'm not gonna bore you right now with driving on this highway for miles on end. So I'm gonna find a place to be able to pull over, and then I am going to give you a summary of the video and wrap this up. All right, hey you guys, I made it. So that wasn't too bad, was it? I mean, hopefully it should keep you at ease a little bit about like how the roads are, that not everything shuts down, because you could be in an area where people don't know how to handle, where to plow. You'll see people drive at decent speeds still, and the plows do get out, especially on the highways, that very next morning. They try to make it clear so that people are driving at decent speed. So, if you're not used to driving in snow, biggest tip I will give you is just to use caution when you go up to a stop sign or when you go up to a traffic light. Pump those brakes a little bit early, just drive at a slower speed, and you will be fine. Just don't do anything crazy. So again, I appreciate you guys watching my journey here. Hopefully it was helpful to you. And if this channel continues to be helpful to you and you haven't done so, again, I encourage you, please like, subscribe, or even comment below just about your commentary. Maybe there's an area that you have questions about with the snow plows, maybe of how they do things, because there is a difference between Lansing City, Lansing Township, DeWitt Township is right by Lansing Township, how they plow the roads. So if you have any other questions, be sure to put it in the comments, or if you have any other commentary about this drive, be sure to put it in the comments. And if I haven't said already, ring the bell for any notifications so that you'll be notified when a new episode drops on this channel. And also, if you are looking to buy or sell a home within the next 9 days, 90 days, 9 months, whatever that would be, and anywhere in the near future, please reach out to me, and my contact information is in the description below. You can call me, text me, email me, or schedule a Zoom call, and we can talk virtual face-to-face. And I would love to be able to talk with you about your real estate goals. Again, thank you so much for watching this. Stay safe out there, folks. If you're in a state where there is snow, stay safe. And until next time, enjoy the rest of your day.